flow, I was moving the grid. Talk about shooting at, and I was doing the grid. If they hit you in the face, you gonna be suing the quid. Never get another case, I know it's true to be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and shows up the rappers bedtime. Just couldn't see that I'm ahead of the time. I got the thrown down hard, talking real to shine. I got some time, they ain't next like a better time. Who got a flow when I'm not so better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring them up, bring them up. I'm a hot girl telling, bring them up, bring them up. I'm a cold boy telling, bring them up, bring them up. Bring them up, bring them up. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You wanna be 15, what is you gonna do? We show up on the scene, what is you gonna do? You and your friend, the clear up, 1, 2. If you do that, what I do, you be in the deck. I got a tool and a vest, I can give you respect. I'ma make it hardcore, another something to flex. Show them it's like a squad or something to test. Never too large and we way too fresh. Work well with check the lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. We be standing in your front yard yelling, bring them up, bring them up. I'm a hot girl telling, bring them up, bring them up. All the dope boys telling, bring them up, bring them up. Bring the black day telling, bring them up, bring them up. All the front yard yelling, bring them up, bring them up. I'm a hot girl telling, bring them up, bring them up. All the dope boys telling, bring them up, bring them up. Bring the black day telling, bring them up, bring them up. 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 Bring them up, bring them up.
Today's umpire, Mr. Benny Adams behind the plate, Mr. Doug Halterman on the bases. Let's set the defense for the Lady Bulldogs. Carl Hathaway will be out in left. McKendra Douglas will be in center. Emma Mills in right. Abby Stacy at the hot corner. Kinsley Smothers at shortstop. Briley Bergen there at second base. Kinsley Stewart down at first. Ava Brown behind the plate. And in the circle, Maddie Walker. For the Lady Eagles, Ava Rush, Casey Norris, and Riona Ridley in the top of the first inning. Play ball. Of course, this game was moved up here because of the field conditions down at Vienna. The Lady Bulldogs only have one more road trip on to Anna Jonesboro on Monday, and it looks like that's a potential rain situation. But this has been an extremely rough spring this year as far as temperature, rain, field conditions. The second baseman, Ava Rush. Left-handed hitter in the lineup, or in the outside for a ball. Vienna in their orange breeches and dark blue shirts. Lady Bulldogs in their all purple uniforms today. Maddie Walker through Wednesday's game at Johnston City. There's a strike on the corner. Evens the count up at 1-1. Rush batting from the left side of the plate. One of the top athletes down there. There's a bunt up in the air, and it's going to be foul ball. First and third collapsing on that, but the bunt was foul. There's not many little kids here today. May have to send a big kid after it. Fouled off behind the first base dugout. Swing and a miss. There's our first strikeout. We're on a Ridley. Steineman on deck. 2 out. Ridley's the center fielder. There's a big swing and a miss for strike one. High for ball one. Evens it out. Rather sparse crowd starting to pick up a little bit here. Of course, this game was moved up here, so fans have to adjust their schedules. That's inside for the ball. Trying to work out our schedule for next week, which is kind of up in the air right now. Big swing and a miss for strike two. We'll be playing tomorrow morning a doubleheader. Unable to secure a third team for tomorrow's, so we'll just play two against El Dorado. There's a fly ball that could be trouble. Oh, nice catch out there by Riley Bergen.
So rather than lunch money, we Miami boys, you know what time it is.
Set the defense for the Lady Eagles. Abby Jones will be in left field. Center fielder is Riona Ridley. In right field, Michaela Schultz. At third base, Millie Partridge. Jenna Waters at shortstop. Second base, Ava Rush. At first base, Lainey Slife. Behind the plate is Casey Norris. And in the circle, Allie Vinson. Ava Brown, Kinsley Smothers, and Hadley the Dent Hutt for the Lady Bulldogs here in the home half of the first inning. There's the throw down to second base, and the Lady Bulldogs are ready to go.
Your worst night there, it's my first night here, and this girl right here, who knows what she knows, so I'm going to a phone and she go to the bathroom.
And here comes the first pitch. It's high outside, ball one. It's ball two. There's one back on the screen right near us. 2-1 now. Mr. Adams there, a very experienced umpire. I believe he's done a couple state tournaments. There's one in the gap. Left fielder cuts it off. Nice job there cutting it off. So Ava. Shortstop Kinsley Smothers, Hunt on deck. And a perfect bunt. And I don't think they're going to get anybody. And nobody's covering third. Oh, you got Ava in a pickle here. Oh, good. Oh. Ava tried to take advantage of an empty third base, and the Lady Eagles in a major rundown get her out. Adley Hunt. Stacy on deck. Right at us. No adjustment by the engineering department. Lady Eagles just kept the ball moving, and eventually they were able to run down Ava after coming back into second base. There's one to left. Left fielder hauls that one in for out number 2. Abby Stacy, Hathaway on deck. Abby in her normal cleanup position in the batting order. Hensley over there on first. And she steals second. Now we got a runner in scoring position. Good swing here gets us a run. Top of the order with Ava and Kinsley. He's got some speed. There's one to right. That could be trouble. No. Right fielder backs up and hauls it in. The Lady Bulldogs go down with 1 hit. Inning number 2, Aniston Steinman, Lainey Slife, and Jenna Waters for the Lady Eagles. Steinman is the DP for the Lady Eagles. Maddie's set and ready to go here. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. The Bulldogs mounted a minor threat there in the top of the first. Ava's going to set up outside here. Way outside in the batter's box there. Ball 1. Nice pitch there for strike two. That's inside. Not a bad pitch there, since the first two were on the outside part of the plate. There's one up in the air. It's going back. Maybe on the field behind us there, where there's a junior varsity game going on right now. Not a lot of room over the press box by the fence there for the Gibbs field. There's one. Another one in little kid territory over there. 2-2. First hitter of the inning for the Lady Eagles. And another foul back. Brings it to full count now. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. Laney Slife, Waters on deck, one out. Oh, another one in the little kid territory. Trying to find the other softball. Oh, there we go. We got the other softball now. Okay. Mr. Adams satisfied. That's outside. Coach Stafford moving the balls around. There's one, a long one to left. That could be trouble. It's in the gap. She's going to go into second base. Stand-up double for first sacker Laney Slife. Shortstop, Jenna Waters. Joan on deck. Potential bunt situation. We got Abby in at third. That's high. Well hit ball right between the outfielders out there. Right in front of some of the left field Loge crowd. Got a 3-0 count now. Need three the other way. There's strike one. All right. Both coaches calling out a series of numbers there. We hope everybody heard what they're supposed to do. That's ball 4. Fielder Abby Jones. Partridge on deck. Coach Palmer giving lots of instructions out there. We got an infield fly situation here. That's high for a ball. Maddie's having a little trouble finding the strike zone here. There's a foul ball back. One ball, one strike on the batter. Number 7 hitter in the lineup. Big swing and a miss there for strike 2. There's strike 3 on the corner. Third setter, Millie Partridge. Schultz on deck. 2 outs now. Okay, we're in a tag a bag situation here, fans. Tag a bag and we're out of the inning. It's nice to see Briley back up the pitcher on all those throws back. Occasionally, be a bad connection there, and there's not much you do to stop the runner from going to third. That's outside. Oh, Ava. Oh, almost down there. Nice shot. First runner on first took a pretty good sized lead. Ava fired that cannon down there. It's a tough call because the umpire's positioning is behind the shortstop, and a lot of times you don't really have the best view of that, speaking as an old umpire myself. Personally, the home plate umpire's in a better position to call that, but it's the field umpire's call, and there's a strike on the inside corner. So we're at 3-1 now. 2 outs, infield back in normal positions. There's strike 2. Okay, here we go now. Runners will be going, so we need to get a non-contact swing here if we can help get it. There it is, up in the air. It could be. There's Briley. She's underneath it, and she hauls it in. Oh, a minor threat goes for naught for the Lady Eagles. Home math, inning number 2, Coral Hathaway, Kinsley Stewart, and Briley Bergen. Other than the Heron game about 2 weeks ago, this is about the warmest game we played. I'm not sure what kind of temperature we got here, but I'd venture to say we're in the 80s. Oh, surprisingly, it does not show 80. Nice little breeze. Coral Hathaway wearing number 10. It skips in the dirt, ends up back by the backstop. Pitcher dropped her batting glove out of her breeches. Adams Further they can pick it up. That's high for a ball. Coral looks kind of determined on this one. I think she's going to swing and hit the ball. Well, she swung but didn't hit the ball. 2-1 now. That's in the dirt. Hitter's pitch now, 3-1. Pitcher needs to come with something close. Try to get a strike. Didn't get it on that one. That's ball 4. First sacker, Kinsley Stewart. Let's see if Coach Stafford goes with the old fake bunt steal sign on this one. Just a guess. See if Kinsley gets set. She's set. It's high for ball. Whoa. That was the fake bunt, but no steal. Ball 1. Good pitch. Lay off of those. Kinsley had they got the infield in. They're expecting a bunt. At least the third baseman is in. There's the bunt. Coach Palmer's instructing her catcher to dive. I don't think a dive would have done much good on that one. She's to yell dive from the dugout. From her perspective, I don't think it would have done a bit of good. There's a beautiful bunt. That's going to get safe. Yes. Kinsley. All right. Lady Dogs got a threat going here. Second side here, Briley Bergen. Mills on deck. Nobody out. All right. Dogs, let's get something out of them. Runners on first and second. Got an infield fly situation applicable. Let's see what Bradley's going to bunt too. All right, Bradley's got him coming in. Maybe she can get one by somebody here. Although this is still a potential bunt situation. Bradley squares. That's high for the ball. That Coral down there on second. She's itching to run. Kinsley Stewart there at first. Got to wait and see what Coral does before she can do a whole lot. Riley set. Here we go. That's high for a ball. Riley set. Pitcher set. 3-1 now. All right. Third baseman is still playing way in. And she's going to try to bunt again. That's ball 4, and the Lady Dogs have loaded the bases with nobody out. Right fielder Emma Mills, Douglas on deck, and nobody out. Okay, infield is in, ready for a play at the plate. Good swing here, gets us 1, maybe 2. There's the ground ball to third. And the shortstop fires to the plate for the first out, and Coral is out at home. Bases remain loaded. McKendra Douglas. Brown on deck. McKinder's had some pretty decent hits in the last couple ball games. This is sure the time for another one. That's high for a ball. Infield is still in. When the infield is in, they've pretty well got to get the ball on the first hop because there's not a lot of room there. That was a lucky break there for the Lady Eagles. Ball was in the dirt, but the catcher kind of went off her shin guard, etc., and ended up right back in front of the plate. She's looking for it behind the plate. Pitcher ran in. In other words, it's ball two. There's the ground ball to third. They're going to throw it home again. And this brings up the top of the order with Ava Brown. Top of the order with Ava Brown. Smothers on deck. 2 outs now. All right. Well, Ava's last chance here. They're still playing in. I'm not sure why they're playing in with 2 outs, but that's not my call. Oh, there's one on the outside corner. Ava being a catcher, she's probably thinking, boy, I hope we get that same pitch. There's the ground ball. Oh, foul outside the third baseline. All right, Ava's down 0-2 in the count now. Got the ball back to the pitcher. It's probably maybe a little bit wet out. Outfield still is a little damp in relation to the rain the last couple of days. And here comes the pitch. That's low for a ball. Scoop out of the dirt by the catcher. Saved a run there. Third baseman is still playing a little bit shallow here. Got to force it any base, so. And it's a long foul ball. Keeps Ava alive at the plate. We had at least 1 run in on that and probably 2. But it was definitely foul. Umpire's asking if she needs to try her softball. And she's got the dry one. Little rosin on her hand there, and here comes the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. There's the ground ball. All right, right past Coach Stafford's waving them in. There they come. And that's 2 for the Lady Dogs. And it's Kinsley Smothers, Hunt on deck. Oh, boy, the Bulldogs. Wait a minute here. The Eagles are having trouble finding who's supposed to catch the ball there. When the smoke cleared, the dust settled. It was ball 1. And here comes Mr. Palmer out. Try to settle down the Eagles. They almost had a play at third. Left fielder did a good job backing it up. We'll let you know what Final Jeopardy is here in a little bit. Mr. Adams going out there, going to try to hustle up the Lady Eagles. Get Mr. Palmer off the field there. All right, they're set. He tells him that's 1 visit. 1 visit. Coaches can visit twice in an inning, and the third time the pitcher must be replaced. Kinsley there, 1 ball. And that's going to get them the third. Okay, after all that excitement last time, this is just one wild pitch, and the runners move to second and third. Base hit here. Well, there's a couple of the fastest players on the team out there on the bases, so a good swing here with 2 outs. Let's see what we got here. High for a ball outside. That's 3. Whoa. You know what could happen here, fans? We could have Hadley up with the bases loaded. We know what happened the last time Hadley reached the plate with the bases loaded. There's strike 1. Okay. 3-1 now. Hitter's pitch. Foul ball. Okay, full count now. Runners can get a good lead here. Let's get one by somebody here. Kinsley, get it out there in the green. There's the foul ball. That's the traditional foul off the full count pitch when everybody's all anticipating something. Full count. Runners on second and third. And here's the pitch. And it's a ground ball. The shortstop can't quite handle it. And she's there. Unfortunately, the shortstop didn't quite get the handle on the ball. Brings in a run. Hadley, the dent Hunt. Palmer not happy with the call there. I personally think she beat it out. Little anticipation here. Let's see if he gives the old fake bunt steal with Hadley. Yep, she's going to square around. The old Razoo steal play here. Hensley did a good job of staying alive there. And in the process, the run scores. Once the run scores, that's not a force play, so it counts. So the Lady Bulldogs plate run number 4. Still have a runner on first, and Hadley the dent up. There's a up in the air toward center field, and she hauls it in. Oh, she dropped it. She dropped it. Whoa, and they threw it away. There's Hadley. It's kind of a disastrous E8 there. Abby Stacy. Coral Hathaway on deck. 2 outs. Kind of deceptive out there. She was kind of into the shade. I couldn't really tell that she dropped it. But Coach Stafford knew she did. There's one up in the air back. Okay, runners on second and third, 2 outs, and Abby Stacy at the plate. Chance at a good swing here, couple runs. We'll give Hadley the benefit of the doubt, so we want a really good swing here. There's it is, ground ball to third. She can't handle it too well. That run scores, and they throw it away again. Right fielder's backing it up, and the run scores. Coral Hathaway, Stewart on deck. All right, Coral led off the inning. That's inside. A foul ball. Not sure if that was a foul tip or just a plain foul ball. I don't think the catcher caught it, so it's foul ball. 1-1 now. Okay, 1-1, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Come on, Coral, good swing here. There's a ground ball that's foul right behind the plate here. 1-2. Hadley on second, Abby Stacy on first. There's a ground ball to third, and that one gets off her leg. Here comes Hadley to the plate. We got to play at the plate. And Hadley's in standing up. Third baseman's kind of having a rough time out there. Moves Abby to second. Kinsley Stewart, Bergen on deck. Third baseman's had a rough day so far. Oh, got her. A plunk. Riley Bergen, Mills on deck. Bulldogs just keep chugging away here, picking up runs. Riley walked earlier, scored the first run of the game. That's high for a ball. Lady Bulldogs have plated 6 runs here in the second inning. Bases loaded. No place to put her. Catcher scoops it out of the dirt there. It could be a cheap RBI here. And it is. All right. Riley, your second walk. And we got a confab in the circle there. Emma Mills. Douglas on deck. All right, everybody's settled. Going back to their positions. Emma reached on a fielder's choice. Once again, no place to put her. Got to pitch to her. That low for a ball. These long innings will take it out of the pitcher, too. If I'm not mistaken, the young lady that was going to do most of their pitching this year, I believe, was injured and hasn't really thrown. There's ball 3. And this is the name of the game in softball. Got to throw strikes. No defense against a walk. That's ball 4, and Emma pulls in an RBI there. McKendra Douglas. An interesting thing is a lot of this is happening with 2 outs. Of course, the 2 outs were forces at the plate. Uh-oh. There was an attempted squeeze play. This is about the time Coach Stafford pulls out the squeeze. But it went foul. Strike 1. I'm sure Abe would like to bat with the bases loaded. Kinsley Stewart on third, Bradley Bergen on second, Emma Mills over on first. There's a foul ball. 0-2 now. Coach Stafford encouraging McKendra. She reached on a fielder's choice. Scored. That's high for a ball. Evens count up. All right, this is the IHOP special, 2-2-2. Next time I go, I'm going to have to mention that I talk about this all the time. Maybe they'll give me a discount. Oh, there was strike 3. All right, Lady Bulldogs plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 runs. All right, we're all on the same page on that. Interestingly, I've got only 2 hits, and let's see how many errors we got here. We got 1, 2, 3. 3 errors and 3 left on base. Inning number 3 for the Lady Eagles, 9-1-2. Michaela Schultz, Ava Rush, and Casey Norris. All right, Bulldogs built a reasonably comfortable lead there.
I slapped my girl, she caught a face. I did that time, expect that bread. I made it home, I'm almost there. I'm on my way,
Schultz, the number 9 hitter, be batting for the first time. She's playing right field. One of the smaller ladies on the team. There goes Coach Palmer headed to third. All right. Maddie's on the pitcher's plate, and here comes the first pitch of the third inning. That's in there for a strike. Nice pitch. Have a little discussion here between Coach Stafford and Ava Brown. I don't know. We got a strike out of it. I wouldn't say anything. Whoa, off the screen. There we go. Leadoff hitter over there in the on-deck circle. She's going to help us out. Down 0-2. Ava's going to set up just a little bit outside. And there's a foul ball again off the screen. There's a ground ball to Kinsley Smothers. Fires over. Kinsley Stewart. And that's a Kinsley to Kinsley out. And we're back at the top of the order here. Leadoff hitter Ava Rush. Norris on deck. 1 out. A routine ground ball out. And our left-handed hitting second baseman leadoff hitter stepping into the batter's box. Oh, there's a bunt. That's going to be foul. Now it's up in the air there. There's Abby Stacy giving her a bat back. Usually that's Ava's job. We got Abby to Ava. Bat return there. No significance to that, just something a little different. One and one now. Have a split grip there. No. And I went for a little bit of a slap possibly there. Abby Stacy playing in pretty shallow here at third base. There's a strike on the corner. 2-2 now. Popped up to first baseman Kinsley Stewart her first time up. There's a ground ball right toward Briley. Briley to Kinsley. There's a 4-3 put out. Catcher Casey Norris. Ridley on deck. Casey was a strikeout victim in the first inning. Whoa, in the dirt. Good scoop there by ball. There's a long foul ball toward the right field side. Whoa, that's little kid territory, but a big person right there to get the ball. Ball's returned. And we have one strike on the batter. That's in the dirt. Ball two. Nobody on. There's a ground ball. It's going to find a 5-6 hole. Cleanly fielded out there by Coral. And Lady Eagles have got a runner on first base now. Rona Ridley. Steinman on deck. Olivia Katermis in the courtesy run for the catcher. All right. Coach Palmer taking advantage of the courtesy run rule. Runner rule. There's a shot right at Kinsley Smothers for the third out of the inning.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a bitch to bar. Underground with God. Top notch. Get the most music to the bar. Straight to bar. Right the nigga at bars. Pushing concentrate together. Find it in every car. Brain tender. The one who never with God. Swerving while I'm building. Got the touch of air. Rolling through the city with the big guys. The laws loyal with me. We ain't got it cow. So we excited with the fight. It's in the fight alive. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. And if you know there's a custom, we'll cut them out. My Baba got me looking out for every single time. Break free, make it finish on that child break. You ain't walking out alive, still when we run. And you know I got it, boy, for that one to run. R.I.P.'s in your memory.
All half the third inning brings up the top of the order Ava Brown, Kinsley Smothers, and Hadley the Dent Hunt.
That's how we know it, that it's slow, but you keep me young. See?
Lady Dogs sent 14 runners to the plate, or batters to the plate. And 8 of them scored to account for our 8 runs. Okay, here's Ava. She's 2 for 2. Couple RBIs. There's a hot shot that just fouled down the third base line. That's inside for ball 1 to even the count up. That's going to be fouled down the third base line. All right, Ava's in the hole here, 0-2. Oh, excuse me, 1-2. Let's see if she can get one by somebody here. And that's high. That could be trouble. Left fielder hauls it in. Kinsley Smothers on deck. 1 out. Kinsley's fielder's choice and reached on an error. Scored a run. There's the high pitch that would have advanced a runner had someone been on base. There's ball 3. And that's a walk for Kinsley Smothers. This brings up Hadley the Dent. DP, Hadley the Dent Hunt. Stacy on deck. Hadley reached on an error last time. The center fielder couldn't quite handle. Whoa, there's a shot into left field. That moves Kinsley to second. Third sacker, Abby Stacy. Hathaway on deck. Lady Bulldogs got a little scoring threat going here now. We're in the home half of the third inning. And there's a 1 to left, and the left fielder hauls it in. So runners do not advance. Coral Hathaway, Stewart on deck, 2 out. All right, it's going to take some hitting here. There it is. Oh, just barely fouled. Barely fouled. For strike 1. Carl walked and reached on an error by the third baseman. Vienna wearing their orange and blue, which is very similar to what Clemson University. It's a little darker blue than the Fighting Illini wear. Oh, There's a plunk. Base is loaded now. Kinsley Stewart. Bergen on deck. Oh, fans. Deja vu here. Kinsley had a grand slam the first time we played the Lady Eagles earlier in the year. Here she is with the bases loaded. This is her chance. And there's a ground ball right up the middle. That's not a grand slam, but that's sure going to get at least 2 in. Here comes the throw to the plate. That's going to move the runners to second and third. So Kinsley with a couple of ribbies there. And puts Coral on third and Kinsley on second. Riley Bergen. Emma Mills on deck. Lady Bulldogs have got 10 on the board now. Riley, she's walked both times she batted. That's not a walk that time. That's a foul ball down the third base line. Walked and scored once. Hey, let's see if we can get Kinsley Stewart in here. She's the only one that hasn't scored yet today. Everybody else has played it at least once. A couple of them twice. Kinsley Smothers, Hadley Hunt. They both scored twice. Kinsley Stewart right there on second base. That's in dirt. And we got Coral in. Boom. And that moves Kinsley Stewart to third. Let's see if Briley can get her in. The Dogs up 11-0 at this point. Oh, that's a foul ball. Ooh, that caught some foot. Mr. Adams going to go out there and change the balls. Gives Briley a little chance to kind of shake that off, get some feeling back in those toes. Mr. Adams, an experienced umpire. This kind of thing is appreciated. He's going to make sure she's okay. I believe she is. All right, here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. Let's go, Briley. That's inside for a ball. Nice scoop there by the catcher. Save a run. Come on, we got Kinsley Stewart down there on third. Let's get her in. She hadn't scored yet today. There's a foul ball off the plate. Up. IHOP special. That's high. Full count now. No cheap RBI now. You're going to have to get a hit to get an RBI now here, Bradley. There it is. Oh, just barely foul. Just about got Dick Kinsley off there on third. Coach Stafford shakes his head approvingly. It was foul. Third baseman's had a rough enough time as it is. Playing kind of close to the line here. Opens up quite a bit and right up the middle of those, actually. There's the ground ball to third. That's another foul ball. Probably getting around on it. Third baseman's fielding it. Got all the lights on there in the scoreboard. 3-2-2. And here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got her this time. Inning number 4, Aniston Steinman, Laney Slife, and Jenna Waters for the Lady Eagles. Lady Eagles have not mounted much of a threat. We had 2 runners on in the second inning. 1 runner on last inning. Did not get past first base. Abby Stacy trying to get a little dance move going out there. Nobody's following. All right. Coach Palmer encouraging these batters. His batter, I should say. Steinman is at the DP. She struck out her first time up. Batted 1 time. Whoa! That's past Abby. She's going to go for 2. And that'll go down as a double. That was a shot down the third base line there. Laney Slife, Waters on deck. All right. Maddie wants a dry softball. Figures that one was a little bit wet down there in the corner. Runner on second. Okay, now a little scoring threat here. Tie for ball 1. Slife, the first baseman, she hit a double last time. She gets that this time. That's probably going to put a run on the board for the Lady Eagles. There's a strike on the outside. There's a shot toward the shortstop. Smothers throws it. And she's safe. It goes an infield hit, moves the runner to third. Kinsley had to move a long way to field that ball and just wasn't able to pull the trigger fast enough. Jenna Waters, Jones on deck. Okay, now this is a legitimate threat. Okay, now we got the first and third situation here. Let's see what Coach Stafford's got in mind defensively here. Waters walked her first time up. She's the shortstop for the Lady Eagles. There's a strike. Ava eyeballing and see where everybody is. What are they doing? Nothing. Okay. I'm sure there's a play still on. They're swinging a miss for strike 2. First and third, you got all kinds of defensive options here, depending on what the offense does. There's strike 3. Good pitch on the outside. Abby Jones, Partridge on deck. 1 out. Abby Jones. Oh. Maybe letting the lady down there at first base knows that she better be paying attention. Tried one pickoff, didn't quite get the young lady down there at first. I'm sure that's in the back of everybody's mind. She will throw down there. There's one back off the screen here. Coaches and players kind of remember what has happened before. So if she has thrown down the first, that means she will. There's the throw to second, and she got her. Give up the out for the further run. It's a 2-6 put out. That's 2 outs, nobody on base now, and the Lady Eagles are on the board. And that's the second out of the inning. Davis setting up way outside here, and that's ball. The old IHOP special, 2-2-2. Jones did strike out in her first time at bat. There's one up in the air. Here comes everybody toward, and that's over in little kid territory. Full count. There comes the payoff pitch. And it is ball 4. All right. Oh, 3-2. Excuse me. Screen's blowing a little bit, and I missed the one. So now it's the payoff pitch. There it is. Coming back down off the screen. Okay, once again now. Full count now. Full count. Sometimes when our screen moves, it'll kind of block one of the lights out there. And here comes the payoff pitch. And that's a little blooper. And we got a safe call at first base there. That was just a tough one. Kinsley Stewart fielded it. Bradley was not quite able to get there in time. And the runner beats it out for a base hit. Millie Partridge, Schultz on deck. 2 out. It's one of those hits that's kind of in a no man's land there, and everything has to go just exactly right. There's a ground ball back. Here comes Bradley over. Oh, runner was off at the pitch, and she beat the throw to second base. So now there's a bit of a threat here going. Number 9 hitter in Michaela Schultz. Michaela Schultz, rush on deck, 2 out. All right. Lady Eagles have plated one, and they have runners on first and second. There's a swing and a miss. Number 9 hitter now. Schultz, she bounced out to the shortstop. A Kinsley to Kinsley play here in the last inning. There's strike 2. Davis setting up outside. Let's see if they can get her to swing. Oh, not bad pitch, but it's ball 1. Whoa, there's one over the, into the screen there. We noticed over at Johnson City last night, they put a screen up between their barrier and the top of the dugout there to keep anything from flying into the dugout. That's high for ball 2. We first had these dugouts here. There was no barrier over there at all. There's a small barrier, which the players can sit behind. There's still a lot of room for a foul ball to go into the dugout. There's strike 3 in the threat. Got a run on 3 hits there. Emma Mills, Kendra Douglas, and leadoff hitter Ava Brown for the Lady Dogs here in inning number 4. The Bulldogs Put enough on the board here, and let's see what she's reached on a fielder's choice where there was a force out at the plate and walked. Drove in a run with the walk. Oh, Emma. Been a while since she's been plunked. McKendra Douglas. Brown on deck. Well, fans, we're just going to guess what this is going to be. Keeley, the Charger, Upchurch, in to run. Couldn't remember what her nickname was there. All right, here's Mac. And here's the bunt. Oh, nice bunt, nice bunt, nice bunt. She's there. I'll give her a base hit on that one. I think she had that beat out. Leadoff hitter, Ava Brown. Smothers on deck. Okay, got a chance for a big inning here now. Oh, Ava with a little tricky bunt action there. It's not her forte to bunt. Nobody out. This chance to move runners to second and third. Ava's thinking, okay, I'll just bunt this one foul and I'll get a base hit next time up. I can see that in her eyes. There's the ground ball to third. Tag the bag. And that goes down as a fielder's choice. Kinsley Smothers. Hunt on deck. One out. All right, Lady Dogs still got a threat here. Got runners on first and second. Got the meat of the order coming up here. There's a ground ball past the third base. Oh! I don't think she was going to get her. We're going to give her a hit on that. Get an argument from some folks. And now, here we go. The Dent. Hadley, the Dent, Hunt. Stacy on deck. Okay, Hadley. We know what happened. You had the bases loaded very recently. Ooh, there's one on the outside, a little high. Stratham's strike one. Uh-oh, look at the folks out there in left field. They're standing up. They're going ready to chase a home run. Hopefully it'll go in the water. Sorry about that. There it is. There it is. Too high, too high, too high. Oh, left fielder could not handle it. Here comes one run in. I don't know if she had a good chance at that or not. I personally think that she should have caught that one. But he gets a run in. Alex, the Express, Herring in the run. A fly ball to right field. It's caught by the right fielder, and that gives Abby Stacy a sacrifice fly. And an RBI. For out number 2. Cole Hathaway, Stewart on deck. All right, ball's back in, and Coach Stafford, he's going to send it into the dugout for a little remedial action on it. 1 strike there on Coral. Got hit last time. And that one's high. Reached on an error, walked, reached on an error, and was plunked last time. That one's outside. The Dogs up 13-1. All right. Remedial action on the ball. It's back in playable condition. There's up in the air. 2 outs. Second baseman in, and she hauls it in. For the 3rd out of the inning. Inning number 5, Lady Eagles are back at the top of the order with Ava Rush, Casey Norris, and Riona Ridley. Warming up here in the press box. Lady Eagles will play Massac County in the first, we call it the pigtail game in the regional. Winner of that game will come to Harrisburg and play Carterville. Later on that evening, the Lady Bulldogs will play the other Lady Bulldogs from Carmi. Winners of those 2 games will play on Saturday, the 17th, for the championship. Oh, wait a minute. Timeout here. It'll be Saturday the 26th. Yeah, okay. Got 2 more Saturdays for the regional championship. This is the latest. Whoops, wait a minute here. I had moved my calendar out of here. Luckily, the engineering department's paying attention. Okay, now on the 10th, we're going to play 2 games with El Dorado, and on the 17th, we got Paducah Tillman. That'll be the 24th when the regional is. All right. Got that sort of straightened out. Ava has popped up to the first baseman and bounced out to the second baseman. 2-2 now. 13-1. Lady Bulldogs in control. Just need to get a couple outs here. There's one up in the air. Oh. remains 2-2. Whoa, there's a shot to center field. Drops in for a base hit, and the leadoff hitter is on. Catcher Casey Norris, Ridley on deck. And here in the top of the fifth, the Lady Eagles have got their leadoff hitter on. There's a strike. Good shot there by Matty Walker. There's a ground ball at Kinsley Smothers. Nice play there. 6-4 put out to retire the leadoff hitter. Center fielder Riona Ridley. Steinman on deck. 1 out. Ridley has popped up and lined out. She's hit the ball twice. There's a strike. That's inside for a ball. Evens the count up. There's a foul ball right back off the screen here below us. Oh, just about. Ava, she's going to get one. I'll tell you what, she got the one up at Fairfield there. She picked her off third. I guess she's got a better view of third than she does there at first base. Aniston Steinman, life on deck. Struck out and doubled. There's a strike on the outside corner. I guess actually Ava's got a better view at first base than she does at third. Got a right-hand hitter in the batter's box there. Sometimes when you get a courtesy runner or pinch runner, they're not quite used to doing it. And there's one. It's going to be a tough foul ball. Sometimes courtesy runners and pinch runners are not necessarily used to running as much as the standard starting players, although if they are courtesy runners, they probably know they're going to run for the pitcher or catcher. But sometimes they are a little more susceptible to a pickoff. Two strikes. Swing and a miss. And that wraps up the inning. All right, fans. That's it. Okay, I guess we're calling this here now. Just leave it on there. 13-1. Lady Dogs pick up win number, win number 17. Yeah. And we'll sign off, and we'll be back tomorrow morning for a doubleheader with the Eldorado.